Hey, Knoptop here, and we have a really cool opportunity, some behind the scenes footage of Peter McKinnon shooting his vlog. I follow Monty McKinnon, who is Peter McKinnon's dad, who has a YouTube channel, and he shares how to build guitars and things like this. Well, in the latest video, I noticed that his son Peter shows up. And it's a really unique situation because Monty's style is just sort of letting the camera roll. So there's these long form moments of video. And I have it set up here on my editor so we can scroll through here and we can watch the whole video of Monty's. But I thought it'd be really neat to contrast that to Peter's final video, because this video is from he introduced a new filter. We'll watch Peter's edit, and then I'll go back and we'll watch some of the long form video and just the whole scene unfolding. I thought this was a really unique opportunity. I don't think anyone really planned for it, but here we are. So let's get into it. I had to switch out some music because I don't know if Peter has like certain copyright setups with his royalty-free music. So this is just some YouTube music I replaced with his. So if you want to watch the original video or the good version of this video, be sure to check out the links in the description. I'm sure you've probably already seen it before you've seen this. So let's get into it. And Peter's really good. I mean, he's like such an amazing storyteller. So right away he gets right into it where he shows where he's at, little location, little POV as he walks into the house. And he's gonna deliver this to his dad, and then sure enough, his dad's filming, which is cool. And this is where we end up getting our footage. What is that? Is that a Canon? I think that's a Canon camera. It's cool to see these two in the same room. Like, they're just creative people. So he's doing his thing.
You made a mess, Dad. I did, didn't I? Yeah. These are my new filters.
He just kind of introduces him to the new filter, which looks amazing, by the way. I'll have to do some more research on this.
Yes. Polaroid? Polar Pro, okay. I'm sorry, that's
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Doesn't look like
And then he
encased inside, so you never
checks
have
it
to
out, pulls it out of the box there, takes a look.
For the vlogs that you're going to start making, right?
Yes, yes, we've got to get serious here now.
Do you remember though when I
And then we're out of that scene into another scene. Now, here's what's unique about this. When we go back, and we'll take a look here, the keyboard's not working for some reason. This is all of the video from that section. And you can see as I scrub through this. Let's watch a little bit. So here we go. We'll see Peter walks into the room and his dad notices him. And we're not going to go through all 4 minutes of this, but there he is. He's just doing his thing. So we'll jump ahead here. And there's Peter, stops in. Now this is what I wanted to point out right here. Let's watch Peter, and when right now he's talking to Monty's audience.
the new filters.
It's kind of funny because his dad's like, oh, is that a filter? Is that for coffee? Monty's a big tea drinker. So right there, right there, Peter pulls out the camera. So as his dad's explaining what he's doing, he sees that as an opportunity to start documenting. So he films a little bit of it right there. And I don't think that any of this ended up in the actual final edit, if I remember right. And we'll go back and forth. We'll jump back and forth to see this. So then he gets right into it and just starts filming. I don't know how long his dad's been building guitars. I think it's been a long time. So I'm sure Peter's been around this for a while. So he's just checking it out. And his dad routers out this section for a while here. Peter's trying to...
He's making a mess.
Look at this.
Oh, right there. You saw that. I think that was something. That's those little things. Obviously, this is just for a fun vlog. But right here, you see that Peter notices. He notices like, oh, that's good stuff right there. I know Peter's big on slow motion, so he would have probably had that like just dusting off. And we can jump back to his edit, and you can see that they just cut in. And I say they because I know that he has a production crew and stuff. So depending on if he edited this or if his editor edited it,
You made a mess, Dad.
he just got what he could. Boom. He's filming the whole conversation, but he didn't use any of that. He just wanted to, because obviously he wants to stay in the storyline of delivering this filter. So here it is. He hands it off. I mean, it's really cool to see this because it's so simple. He's just holding the camera and just documenting what he's seeing. He does, I mean, this is his style, this point of view. And so you can see it there. His dad's checking it out. And let's jump back here. So here's that same section.
These are my new filters. I brought one for you.
And he goes right into it. So it's like router, dusting.
Didn't I?
Hey, check this out. Here's my filter. Boom. Like, we're into it. Like, this is that. It's a vlog, but it still is storytelling in that sense of just concise and to the point, but you still get to experience all that's going on.
I'm sorry,
His dad mixed it up. And so right there you see that where after his dad kind of mixed up the name of it,
I'm sorry, that's the other guys. Come on, Dad.
Peter flips the camera around and then he does his little like reaction to it. So it's like the reaction. It's happening. I mean, Peter's a pro at this by now, you know. He's making it look really easy, but you can see these really short moments of storytelling, and he's just doing it very fast. But this would be the same as if you're going to make a long-form movie or something. You're thinking, there's the product, there's the item, reaction, my reaction, their reaction, you know, like that, kind of walking through it.
Look at that.
To start making, right?
Yes,
And I think it's unique because as he goes through it, he films more,
that is really great.
and then he starts talking a little bit about his dad finishing the project.
Right now.
I don't know. Watch his channel to figure all that
No,
out.
I won't do that.
And it probably was pretty good stuff, but in the actual edit here, you can see, let's take a look. So he gets he makes some comments, he gives him the filter, shows it to him.
So you never have to touch the glass when you put it on your camera.
Oh, I
For the
like
vlog,
I think his dad was expecting to see an M for McKinnon instead of the Polar Pro logo.
When I
And see, they're right out of there. They didn't hang out too much longer, even though it would have been pretty fun just for that like human side of things. He starts talking about his dad's book. I just thought this was a really neat opportunity to just take a look here. And as I scroll through this, I'm thinking, this looks like it's about 5 minutes. So that's out of 5 minutes of video, starting with when Peter walks in and starts chatting a little bit. Then Peter's version of his video, which is really, let's take a look. It's only 1 minute. So they cut out like 5 minutes or 4 minutes worth of content, but we still got that whole story in.
and what I'm about to
And that's Peter's style there, where it's like point of view, so you kind of walk in and there's the establishing shot. His dad's kind of caught off guard. It's super cool to see that. He's excited to see his dad working. They're like super creative, this whole family. And so I just think this is neat, you know, and you think about like, so as he goes from his little reaction, which is like sincere and he's just excited. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, they're out. Compared to, let's see, when he actually starts this,
okay. I know it's good for me.
here we go. They're talking about the dust getting on the camera lenses. And then he starts it up, and then that runs, I don't know, how long does that run for? 2.5 minutes of that. So 2.5 minutes he cut down to 4 seconds. So obviously this is just a reference, you know, everyone should have their own style of shooting and editing. I just think it's unique to watch this because it sort of is inadvertently a behind the scenes of just seeing how Peter shoots and his edits. And I know he's shared a lot of different things on his channel about production stuff like this, and he may have even talked more about this on other videos, but this is his most current one, and it's just cool to see the natural style. I mean, he's just hanging out with his dad. He's filming pretty much what I do when I film stuff is I point the camera to what's interesting to me. And I don't know if a lot of people really, it seems very common sense, but if you get too you get too involved with what you're working on, you kind of forget some of those basic common sense things, and you're thinking of all these different angles and shots you want to get. But in this case, he films his reaction, and this is the more I keep seeing stuff like this, the more I'm realizing autofocus. You can just quickly tell a story without really worrying about the details. And I don't know if he's using autofocus. I'm assuming he is. He might just be really quick on the trigger, because when he flips that camera around to his reaction, I know he's doing the snap zooms there. So let's see here. Yeah, I think he's just moving. I'm watching Peter right now. I think he's just doing
so much for that.
the zooms. Yeah, he's not adjusting the focus at all. Because let's look at this. So he goes in here.
I did, didn't I?
these are my new
He's
filters,
got his
so-
style. And Peter's shooting at 24 frames a second. He has this nice LUT and very cool look to his camera. So it's pretty cool to see the contrast of the two different videos.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry that
Flips it around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Look at that. Doesn't
Yeah, there's the snap zoom. So I'm pretty sure he's shooting autofocus, and he may have talked about this in some of his videos.
For the vlog,
In his video, he took 5 minutes worth of video and told the same or a quick version of that story in about a minute and a half. I think that stuff is cool. I like to reverse engineer stuff, and I love that it was just sort of a serendipitous sort of situation. Be sure to check the links in the description. You can check out Monty's channel and learn a little bit about how to build a guitar from scratch. And obviously most of you watching this are probably already familiar with Peter McKinnon, but you can click that link to the specific video that I'm referencing in this video. So thanks again for watching. Hope that was helpful. Get out there, go make something.